Hello and welcome back to Orwell and the story of Cassandra Watergate. Last time we figured out that Cassandra Watergate is some sort of ridiculous radical, and she is on The Thought, the forum website in which she is saying things that are actually both accurate and inaccurate, and that she's trying to claim for some reason that in some way these cameras aren't actually effective at dealing with people and finding people, but at the same time, I would say that actually they're actually pretty effective at doing so. Just saying. But anyway, we need to dig into this and figure out, I believe our current objective is assess Cassandra's attitude towards the assault or violence in general. So we found one snippet where she said that she was not interested in violence, but we have to find some other data node, which is apparently going to be in conflict with the one that we have here. Oh. We have a 403 forbidden private article. Interesting. About thought must change direction. Can we see any of these archived? We can't. That is not the best. That's going to make it a bit complicated in the course of actually, you know, getting good information here. We do, in the very least, have this, which, quite frankly, doesn't seem terribly interesting, if I'm going to level with you. We can... Freedom is unfree. Are thoughts still free? We can check out Cassandra's timeline and see if there's anything else there. Oh, there is. Finally, someone who had the grit and explosives to show how futile surveillance is. Oh, there are thousands of cameras pointing to a target and the bang still happens. I haven't laughed like this for ages. What now, Miss Delacroix? What now? Really, Cassie? You're laughing at people being killed? You're out of your mind. Well, yeah, Jake, she's lost her mind. If you notice, she's gone completely punk. She may or may not have been replaced by a completely different person. It's kind of hard to tell, but for now, I think we're gonna have to actually... I'm actually gonna point her out as this one. She's been becoming more and more radical as time goes on. If we look at this is April 3rd, 2017, and if we look at when she put up Freedom is Unfree, that was September of 2016. That seems to be sometime potentially before her radicalization. If we look at where her radicalization occurred, it was in 2017. So her general thoughts, August 9th. September. Okay, I mean, actually, that's not 100% accurate. I guess that was slightly after her radicalization. But I mean, her radicalization has only become more radical over time. And I'm just going to justify my way into pulling this over here. That is 100% accurate. Thank you very much. I suspected as much. Seems we're looking at the right person. Perhaps, maybe. Hard to tell. Looking at what you extracted so far, we're dealing with a potentially dangerous personality. Yeah, she's crazy. It's ridiculous. I will indicate that to law enforcement. Thank you very much. That's quite nice. All right, what we found so far is all good and interesting, but I think we should be searching for something a little more concrete. We have to dig deeper. Okay, what do you got? Ooh, Juliet Carrington. Who's Carrington? Hey, Cassie. Hi, Jules. Wait, is this her friend? This might be her friend. Cassie, I just wanted to know. What do you got? Your post on the timeline about the assault. What do you got to say, Watergate? You really shouldn't write something like that. Really, Jules, you're not going to preach to me about this stupid post, are you? No? Well, I mean, you were going to. I just wanted you to know what's wrong, Cass. I just wanted to know what's wrong, Cassie. It's nothing. Just between the two of us. I just had to let off some steam, you know? It's because of what happened, isn't it? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, and lots of other stuff. Okay. Okay, what other stuff? This bombing stirred up a lot of crap again. You know, what I did. What you did. What happened there wasn't your fault. Cassandra, did you actually hit that officer with a brick? Because I told him you didn't hit that officer with a brick. I don't want to be wrong about that. Cassie, you hurt that officer to save me, and you succeeded. You mustn't forget about that. It was so brave. How can it not be my fault? Juliet, I smashed the freaking skull of a father of 2 children because I lost it. Who knows what would have happened if you hadn't stopped him, and this is why you really should remove this post. Oh, things are getting pretty dicey here. Oh my word. Who's Juliet Carrington? Before we do this, we need to take a look. Okay, that's Mary Blight. Who is Juliet Carrington? Do we have any information on that? There she is. Oh, I see. She's one of the radicals. Okay, injured a police officer to protect Juliet Carrington. Admitted guilt towards Juliet Carrington for having injured an officer in rage. Oh, man. I mean, there's really not much to go on here. And you succeeded. You must forget that. You are so brave. Which one is Juliet Carrington? Let's take another look. Wow, I'm so happy. I knew everything would be okay in the end. Shall we have an awesome Cassandra Freedom Party on Friday? Okay. Really, Harrison O'Donnell seems like the crazier of the 2 radicalists right now. So I feel like potentially Juliet is actually on Cassandra's side, more to the point. Looks nice. Oh, what? She was the one who gave the name. Oh. Okay, she might be the more crazy one. She may be just rationalizing her own ideas about the thing. Oh, this is not going to be easy. She is apparently on some form of antidepressant, so she could have lost it because she didn't take her antidepressant. There's just not any reference that this happened. The officer to save her. And she seems to be against it, so we're going to put that in there. Cassandra, how dare you smash it? What? She openly admitted to such a violent act? This is perfect. We can arrest her and open the investigation now. Maybe not quite yet. Can we slow down a bit? Just saying, Symes. I mean, I'd like more information here. Very good work. The intervention team is already on its way. We'll need to wait for confirmation. Next stop, Wonderland, right? Just kidding. Next time, be careful with providing the wrong data, though, okay? Oh, calm down. Jeez. I mean, I thought it was an actual place, Symes. Come on. It was not a problem to get her address with the help of the local police due to her former record. I mean, I didn't know, Symes, okay? I thought that was legit. Jeez. Uh-oh. What do we got here? She's feeling the noose. I thought about what you said. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right about what? I should take down the post. It's too late, Cassandra. It'd be better, believe me. You're already doomed, Cassandra. Wait a second, somebody is at the door. Be right back. Okay, I'll wait. You're never gonna hear from her again, my friend. It's over. You're done for. She's been taken by the Popo. By the way, how is your boyfriend? You're still together? You haven't been talking about him all that much lately. Well, not as much as before. That's because she's having some small issues. Hello? Oh, she gets it now. Are you still there? Nope. She's done. She's been arrested. It's over. I'll inquire if all went well with arresting Miss Watergate. You did a good job in any case. I guess so. Although we have no proof she's involved in the bombing, we might be able to question her. And with the admission of guilt, she'll probably serve some time. Okay, I just received confirmation that she is now in custody. Very good work indeed. Very nice. I'm quite happy about that one. I'm curious about this thought group, though. Whether they... Oh, God. What? Oh... No. Take a look at the news. That might be the wrong person, just saying. 2 dead after second explosion. Okay. Well, Cassandra Watergate was apparently not the one. Well, actually, that's not necessarily accurate. Okay. She might not be the one who set off the first explosive. She could have actually set it off, and this is actually like the thought group, which is being like coordinated to do the explosions. But like the the spotlight's being turned off of Cassandra because there's more explosions. This is ridiculous. That is horrible. 2 dead, similar approach, same letter found, so these assaults are connected. And as if that wasn't enough already, Miss Watergate was in custody at the time, so that's out of the picture, at least for this attack. This complicates matters massively, so much for our simple test case. I need to speak to my superiors, see how we are going to proceed with this extenuating circumstances. Perhaps you could just, let me do some work here. I mean, I figured out the whole Cassandra thing. I'm sure I could be of great use to you if you don't mind, all that sort of stuff. You can log off and get some rest by clicking the button on the top right of the desktop. Try and get some sleep. I have a feeling the next few days are going to be trying at best. Okie doke. Well, Cassandra's been arrested. Apparently, there was another explosion, so maybe we messed up. Hard to tell. Things didn't quite seem to go perfectly for us, but, we'll figure it out. I'm sure we'll have more things to investigate. Are you sure you want to finish your work for today? All unprocessed data chunks will expire. Yes, log out. I'm pretty sure we've processed all the data chunks. Based on the data chunks you have submitted, we have learned the following. An assault occurred. There's an activist group. There's a second assault. That's perfect. She was criminally charged with the injury of a police officer at a past protest at the Freedom Plaza. She's an artist. The former criminal case was closed due to a lack of evidence. She's in a relationship with her lawyer, Joseph Langley. She seems to have undergone radical change after she joined the activist group Thought. Collected data shows a potentially dangerous personality. More thorough investigation by law enforcement is suggested. She admitted injuring the police officer. An arrest has been made. Perfect. We have arrested a vicious criminal. Episode 2, A Place Where There Is No Darkness. Oh, yeah? Oh, we're back at it. Welcome back. I hope you don't mind if we get started right away. We have tons of work ahead in the question about the whole explosion thing. Are we going to take down the entire Free Thought Society? Because personally, being an Orwellian supervisor, I'm not about free thought. I'm far more about, constraining the thoughts of the people so that we can control them, I met with my superiors, and they wish to continue with the test case. They believe the capability of Orwell to handle this. Oh, and you, of course. Oh, I see how it is. My superiors agree with me. Based on the information you have already extracted, the activist group known as Thought is worth investigating. It seems that this Goldfells is an important member of Thought, so we now have clearance to consider them as a target person. Now that Goldfells is a target person, there may be new data chunks available and documents you've already accessed. Don't forget to go back and recheck. Well, I happen to know exactly where we're going to go to figure out how Godfells is going to go down. We're going to have to go to user Godfells. Pull out the picture. That's perfect. We got a picture of Godfells. It's really the majority of the information we have on him. We do have the arrest record for Cassandra Watergate this time. Assault on an officer, arresting officer redacted, holding facility redacted. The suspect was arrested in her flat. She willingly opened the door and cooperated with the arresting officer after having the warrant announced and her rights read to her. Well, that's nice. Good for you. I mean, at least you didn't do anything too rash in the entire situation. That's nice. Let's see. This entry 1 is Godfell's actual entry itself. There's a German folk song called Thoughts Are Free. What is this data node? Mentions folk song Thoughts Are Free on the Thought blog. That's an important little data node there. That's basically what the letter said to begin with. We are right, it seems. Well, I mean, let's not jump to conclusions here. I immigrated to the nation in 1993. Okay. We got that. An immigrant. I don't think that's a big concern, friend. When I think of the increasingly aggressive operations of the surveillance machine in the nation, I truly fear the answer to this question. That is why I created this blog. I want to encourage alternatives to the total control and safety bigotry of this digital world. Creator of a blog called The Thought. Okay, I see. There we go. The Thought, an activist group with the same name as this blog? It is quite a coincidence, isn't it? If Godfells is the one who created the blog, perhaps he founded or even was the leader of the activist group. That may or may not be accurate in the end. We'll have to actually see how that goes down, quite frankly. Let's see what we can actually get with other information. Seems like there's some form of new headline going on. Let's check out Freedom is Unfree first. I think maybe there was some... Nah, it's not really anything. If liberty means anything at all, it's the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. Okay. So there's not really any information in here, although it seems to say that there's information in here. Oh, we can get to this. Interesting. Well, there's really nothing terribly interesting in there. Thought must change direction? What? How did we get access to this? Huh. Interesting. I mean, this was taken off the website last time we looked at it. I thoroughly believe we are able to capture minds if only we could garner attention on thought as a group and what we stand for. It seems my ambitions was once again too much. Another 1.5 years recruiting 2 of my students and arranging 3 demonstrations like the one held at Freedom Plaza. Okay, that's some important information. He's expanded his group. 3 demonstrations. More interesting. Might be that 2 students seem to be involved. Yeah, that seems to be a thing. Frankly and sadly, the answer to the latter is a resounding... Wait. I feel obliged to ask myself where we stand. Have we reached our goal? What has been sacrificed along the way? In short, are we true to the initial goal that formed the group? Resounding no. We let ourselves be consumed by anger and hatred towards those we thought to do us wrong. Thoughts are free, but that does in no way mean that they can attack and do whatever they wish. Instead of blaming others, I now see my high aims might well be the cause for all events of the past months. More than anyone else of thought, I feel responsible. What is this? Reacts to the hatred and anger, hinted at troubled past, feels responsible for troubled past. Oh no. As a consequence, I will halt my active engagement in this group. I firmly believe that I shall be for the better for everyone involved, especially my student Stelligan. Who is Stelligan? Have we met Stelligan before? I'm not sure. The same Stelligan where a bomb just exploded? Oh, from Stelligan. Okay. That's at the college, apparently. You know what I think about coincidences? I won't repeat. Shut up, Symes. So far, evidence suggests Godfells was a prominent lecturer at Stelligan, and some of his students became involved in thought. Did he, recruit them for his cause? Well, yeah, that appears to be what occurred here, or at least, philosophically turn them, if nothing else. We need to identify those students and see who else is involved with the group. Yeah, of course. We need to note that he's halting his active engagement, which is a pretty important one. Whatever active engagement means, still an interesting fact. A very interesting fact. Then we've got this concerned one. Please reconsider. Guy hurt there was only a cop. They had it coming for long. It was messy, I know, all the way back to the thing I messed up organizing. But hell, look on the bright side. We made the news. This is what we wanted. What you wanted. Okay, this is probably not what he actually wanted, concerned one. I have no clue who this person is right now, but they're probably a prime suspect at this point. I feel like feels responsible for troubled past, reacts with hatred and anger about troubled past. No. Let's say that he just feels responsible for it. I don't think Godfells was behind any of this. He just seems to have accidentally started something which was not the best. A troubled past, we'll have to get to the bottom of this. Quite. I do very much agree. But for now, we'll have to come to the end of the episode because, it's about that time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, we will continue to investigate Mr. Goldfells. I keep calling him Godfells. His name is Goldfells. And this entire web of people who we're going to have to deal with. We're probably going to have to go for Juliet Carrington and, is it Harris O'Donnell, I believe, is the other radical. Those two will probably be fairly important to this case by the end of it. They are most likely the two students that Godfells actually turned. And then once Godfells left, they likely turned Cassandra afterwards, and things went downhill from there. But anyway, for now, thanks for watching, and of course, as always, enjoy the rest of your day.